Hello and welcome back to Banished with the MegaMods 9. We're getting our wool and charqui. I guess that's the type of meat from llamas. Okay. Well, that's good. It's getting to be a decent amount of meat. We have our pineapples, which, wow. That's the currency. Okay, they must be getting the rest of it out. Picking that up. It's late winter, but everything seems to be doing pretty good here. And now we've gone on to our next season. Good bit of beef. So from our town hall and looking at our professions, we don't have any butchers. So since all of animals and stuff are down here, we probably should get it in this area-ish. Minding the foresters. And we have our tailors here. Our mender. I mean, I have very little space here. But a couple of the butchers are a little bit different. So food processing and butchers. We got a llama there and nothing there. So the only one that can do that is this kind of more rustic, which is okay. Kind of what I'd prefer out of that. Oh, this takes copper. Very interesting. We got a tiny butcher. We got a cow butcher. Okay, that kind of looks like the same as that. Interesting. Bison, pig, deer, horse, and another one. Okay. So not sure. They're very similar. I really want to get one of these because it's an older wood looking. However, getting the copper will be a challenge. So let's go ahead and get the other one here too. It takes up a little less space. And it already comes equipped with some nice little embellishments on the floor. And I do want to try and see, I want to see what this does too. Alright, so that's going to help with food. Not that we really need it, but could. Got a couple more people and stuff. Education's getting up there. So this is the tiny butcher. And what I liked about it is that it can make sausages. So it doesn't look like we can use the llama meat. And doesn't look like there's any goat meat. But let's make sausage. So I'm assuming we're going to have something that's a little different. The llama butcher can be put in there. They'll make cuts. Alright, that is good. I'm gonna be stuck on that copper. So there's a few things that we can do with copper. I don't have a normal red ketchup blacksmith in here, do I? No. And the iron smelter, of course, is only iron, and we don't have any iron ore. We've gotten it all converted, but we can take out that stuff. Got some laborers, so that will work. Got a bit down there, over there. There we go. That'll help them with that for a bit, but we'll need a different kind of blacksmith. Oh, what I also did do is, let's get this back up. I decided let's put a bunch of charcoal in here because, well, I'm not gonna need this livestock trader anymore. Could keep it around just in case. The only other seed that I want to get is agave, so I've left stuff in there. So we'll see about that. Okay, one of these is supposed to be red ketchup. I don't know if that's the base one or the red ketchup one, because the red ketchup one will let you make other metals. So I could always just build it and see what happens. I don't know if red ketchup's information would say anything specific. Let's see if this will help find it a little bit easier. We got deco. I don't think the dock stuff will do anything though. We do have corner. I thought we had corner blacksmiths. We'll take a lot of different things. However, there is wooden blacksmiths. And this might be worthwhile. Try a corner one. Do I want to add any more to housing to this? Because if I do, I could always put a second story on here. Sometimes I wish some of these trees would stick around. This does not have a ring of influence, so that's kind of good. However, I think I will just stick it back kind of where it's quote-unquote supposed to be. Alright, so one of the other things is we have lots of homes and families. Well, lots of families. We need homes. The homes are good. It's alright, but I want to get a little bit more stuff put in there. So we have various different, or this is the color different clay homes. We got various different centerpieces and stuff that we could put in to a town. Well, that is rather interesting and nice. It won't do anything, but very nice. We also have these other kind of greenhouses, which could be an interesting thing to do. Oh, look at that. That is a nice little storage thing. I think I want to stick a little something of that over here somewhere. Just because you find it, you put it down, because you never know when you may or may not find it again. And I always like having this little herb garden. It's very decorative. Oh, there's a different butcher. Very interesting. See, sometimes you can't have to just go through the various different options. Well, I don't think there's any more space. I think I'm gonna put it down and see what happens on here. It's gonna be very awkward apparently. That's odd. Did 2 instances of this go down? Was this some sort of decoration rather than actual stuff. Interesting. Yep, it does appear that there's 2 of them being built. Well, you know, that's when you just kind of go, let's get rid of you. Alright, steak and sausage. So I could move my sausage here and get rid of this guy because it looks a little bit nicer. So they'll get rid of that and hopefully get rid of that too. Interesting. And there's not many buildings that are like that. Usually it's ghost decoration that is like that kind of thing. That was under the some sort of castle set. Okay. Oh wow. Oh, I see. There's so many roads and stuff in this that if you want to put anything in those center square kind of bits, you gotta have something that will work. Courtyard school. That one's pretty nice. Chapel similar to that. Oh, that's a nice little blacksmith. Nice small buildings. And we don't have any stuff for that. Okay, well that is interesting. Well, let's see, this is going to be under our Old Town port. Let's go ahead and do that. Do that. And that, and they'll take care of that. And let's see if I can figure out if I can get some of that. And now, very interesting, we got some alternate different foresters. A growing house. Another different good alternative for getting some food. Oh, how interesting. If you want to end up decorating your things, well, this could be quite interesting. I'm going to just do that just because over there. Okay, let's also look over. We have our building supplies, our homewares. We've got our raw resource limit, a warehouse, a storage. We do need a glassworks. Keep it along the shoreline there. Our compost bin will take, wow, a whole bunch of things. Make compost, but we don't really need it. It's there for looks. Bamboo and vines, have not seen that. Okay, I'm still trying to find the piece that I would like to put in the center here. Okay, well, in our B&B section here, I also found that there's a greenhouse for growing coffee, which, you know, I want to include because that seems only right to do that. But it's the plaza that I was interested in. think I'll stick that kind of in the middle there. Got a bunch of things for our workers to do. Stick a nice road around it, because kind of like that's the beginning of our kind of downtownish area. You could only do single roads there, but maybe I might plump that up a bit and make a little bit of a wider street there. And our town hall is saying, oh, we need even more families now. So I want to go back our sets and start getting some of these houses put in. Gonna leave a little space. Oh, okay. We're gonna take a good bit of space if we want to have multiple stories on this. Get a yellow, a second story, and then the third goes on the other side. And we'll try, I'm gonna put a little more space there. Blue, another blue, and another blue. So this will be the more fancy kind of apartment blocks. We'll need to get a tenement square in as well. And it might go somewhere. We need some jobs maybe over here. Goats. We don't have quite enough for calling the hearts yet. We did put in those houses. So maybe as we start getting more people over here, maybe we'll need a little bit more stuff over here. And this is kind of the, well, this is very similar to what I was looking at before. Let's get a house there. Oh no, this is different. Okay. Get rid of that before they start doing anything. So got those multiple floors. We do have our other type there. We can build sidewalks if we wanted to. Could make some for some interesting things down here. Let's go back to our old port. Trader. Can we fit it in here? I need a little bit more road taken out for that. Clear that path and then put it back in later. There's our goat pastures, and now we're starting to get goat meat and fertilizer. Interesting. Do we have any baby goats? We got a little baby goat there. Oh, if we had a different mod, I could probably zoom ourselves in a little bit more. Coffee beans. Woo! We are starting to get the coffee bean stuff going. That is going to be a lot. So do we want to process our beans? Now our plaza here, you can have someone work it if you want to do that. It would be apples. We don't really want apples, but Guess we can figure that out. Furnace fuel, coal, and industrial. So charcoal will not work. I'm gonna turn that down to 1. Furnace fuel and coal. Okay. This does take charcoal, so that's kind of nice. Don't think we need it quite yet. We're all good on that. So in order to do glass, we'll need a little extra stuff. Now I got the large one, char burner, or the small one, which actually would work well for here, the area rather. And we could not have it interfere with any housing. There's our coffee greenhouse. I don't know if those really look like coffee plants in there, but I don't think we'll need it. That's for sure. We have a lot of coffee beans. Okay. Blacksmith needs the glass, butcher needs the copper. So it'll take a little bit to do the fuel. And the blacksmith was not listed under the red ketchup, except for, oh yes it was, in the corner building. We have to see if the corner building would work. Fuel. We can only have one person. We could stick it with charcoal or firewood. Which would we prefer? Oh, we finally are up to homes to family. Good. Charcoal, a lot. Let's do charcoal at the moment. The industrial fuel limit also works with the that limit. Okay. Well, we're not gonna get anywhere unless we turn that up. So they should have a ton of charcoal. Okay, we'll let them get to that. And I know they won't be doing anything for a while, but let's stick a person in there, make some glass. And hopefully then this glass will get taken care of and we can see if the actual red ketchup corner building will let us do copper. If not, then I suppose we'll just have to find a different foundry or whatever. A dory. Interesting. We do not need anything else there. Our traders are perhaps close to being done. The homers are not needed at the moment. Building supplier. We'll take the glass, the brick, and the logs. Alright, so we have clay being dug up from these, which has allowed us to do these colorful clay homes into our little apartment complexes that are nice and pretty around the square. We'll need a kiln so we can do some bricks in that. And stockpile's doing fine there. Kind of keeping industrial stuff kind of off to the side here. Alright, so brick makers, we got a round kiln, or we got a brick works, which looks a lot fancier. And it's got a negative ring influence, so I'll stick it off to the side. It's bigger, but I like the look of it better for here. Got those interesting water mills as well. We got a shipyard, which works great for some other places, but don't want to have any of that here. Did have another glass maker, but I think that one will work out pretty good. That is also going to take, that's going to take the furnace fuel. Ah, they're already making it. We already got our glass in there. 6 glass, 12 bricks and logs, so we'll wait on that one a little bit more. We should have the clay for it. Blacksmith. So it still looks like a nice blacksmith though, even if it won't work. Yeah, it's just gonna do tools. But we could do better tools. How about we have them do carbon? It'll take a little bit longer to do, but I think that will be worth it. And these take coal, so I won't be able to switch it to anything there. I can make muskets. Okay. Well, let's also, so we can have it for whenever we need it, go into our mining and find some sort of tunnels. I want something that will keep some of the trees and this and that front, but I might have to perhaps just rebuild them. Stone and salt, iron and coal. I mean, those are big open things. Teeny mines. Some of these will not be upgradable, so I may not want to do too much. Yellow. That's a huge production area. But it's not red, so it shouldn't affect the people. Let's go ahead and do that so we can get coal put in there. And add in a little bit more roads and stuff. So we have a stockpile that's full. Could need more. Could do a corner stockpile, but I think that will be a bit much for the area anyhow. Got lumber yard. Stick a little guy in there. This is just going to be the resources, the full fuel. Okay. And how about something like that there? I'm going to stick another sort of road up there. Oh, yes. Let's see if I could find it again. We had some of our different smaller stockpile things that I've used in other places, but not here. These transit yards. And that can be pretty interesting. I want to stick a couple there. Iron maybe next to this guy. There we go. We can stick that there as well and see how that goes. We got industrial, got materials, construction. They don't hold a whole lot, but I think it makes it look a little bit more interesting. Okay. Gonna give plenty of things for the builders and whatnot to do. And it makes it look a little bit more fuller around here. That is, of course, full. Let's get some material thing there. Alright, brickworks. Let's get a person out here. Clay bricks and furnace fuel. Oh, you can also make charcoal and coal coke. Well, we're going to have another thing that's using furnace fuel. Alright. So that means we're going to be able to have our first person making stuff over here quite soon. And we can start that up next time so then we can start getting more of our little port dock area a little more finalized. Thanks for watching and see you next time.